Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's episode we're going to be having a look at the idle valve that I installed. It's about 3 months ago. This is just going to be really an update on what's happened so far. At this stage I can honestly say I've had no issues at all with it. There's been nothing strange happening. There's been no idling that's been low or high or it's cut out or anything like that. Absolutely nothing. It's just worked perfectly. We'll start up in the morning, no problem. So I'm just going to take it out now and have a look and see maybe what the condition is of it. So let's go ahead and do that quickly. So first thing we're going to do is we're just going to remove the actual idle valve itself. And as you've seen probably a couple of times now, yeah, just we need our Torx key, and we're just going to remove that right now. And yeah, I'm taking out the screws, but at the same time, remember that just be careful. Don't drop those screws down there, because once they fall out there, then you know you're going to have a hard time looking for them. Actually, there comes my trusty cloth, and we're just going to do it the proper safe way, and let's get those screws out. Also, just be careful with the O-ring over there. Don't drop it. Make sure that you keep it somewhere safe. And now we can have a look at the idle valve. Yeah, in this case, what you're seeing here is that the idle valve has got a bit of dirt on it, a bit of carbon on it. I haven't cleaned it since I put it in. So, yeah, that could be a sign of some things happening inside the engine. But for now, I think that's fine. It's not a very thick layer, and it's something we can clean off very quickly. You should really clean this idle valves perhaps maybe every 6 months or so. Anyway, between every 3 to 6 months, depending upon the condition of your engine. So the first thing I want to do right now is I'm going to just clean out the actual body inside. That's the one I'm pointing to right there right now. That body does get dirty inside, and it's also where the idle valve, where that tip of the idle valve actually like sits against. So we're just going to take some carb cleaner. This is the Liquid Moly carb cleaner, and guys, they're not sponsoring me. This is not a sponsored video. There's no money coming in from Liquid Moly for me at all. But that's what I'm using, and it's a very good carb cleaner. It actually does the job very well. It's strong and it works quickly. You can see, yeah, nice and clean. It didn't take much to clean it, so that part of the job is done now. You can clean inside, but it didn't look very dirty inside, so I'm not going to bother to clean it out inside there. But once you check yours, make sure that you clean it inside and outside. Next thing we're going to do now is I just want to clean out inside the actual the throttle body's housing. Maybe we can just zoom in a bit there, and then I can show you exactly what we're doing. But first, let's see how dirty is it inside. Yeah, that's very dirty. You can see there's some black on it, so there will always be dirt inside there because of the combustion of the engine. And it's not meant to be perfectly clean, but it shouldn't be like caked on, or or muddy or anything like that. So what we're going to do now is just clean out the housing of the idle air valve. We're going to use this extension pipe that comes with the carb cleaner. It's actually designed for throttle bodies. You can actually insert that pipe all the way through into the throttle body. But what's nice about it is you can just push it right in and get right to the back of the actual of the housing there. I can also go a little bit down into there's like a hole inside, which I can't show you right now, but it's like a hole at the bottom of the actual housing, and that goes into the complete throttle body, which you can also squirt inside there. So yeah, very useful tool, very useful pipe to have. It really cleans the housing out very easy. And as you can see, I can't show you now, but I can show you that it's very clean inside there. So what you might also find is that when you start the engine up, you're going to swing a couple of times before it takes, but that's only because you've now inserted a foreign liquid into the actual manifold itself. But don't worry, it will start up very quickly. And now we can go and reinstall our idle valve. Just remember, make sure your O-ring is in the right position. Once that's in and it fits in snug and tight, then you can insert your screws. And as always, please put your cloth at the bottom just to stop you from having a day that's going to be filled with a lot of excitement because you lost the screw at the bottom and you can't tighten up the idle valve and you can't get your vehicle started properly. And yeah, so let's just put the cloth here. That's going to save a lot of issues. Okay, and that's it. There we go. One more step to do. That's just to put in our power plug. Yeah, let's put that in, and once that's in, we're done. That's it, guys. The idle valve is reinstalled and everything looks to be in good condition. I'm just thinking now, let's have a look at our mass airflow sensor. While we are here, we may as well just clean out our mass airflow sensor. That's the thing over here, sitting over there. Let's clean them out quickly. So when cleaning the mass airflow sensor, it is advisable rather to use the actual airflow cleaner. There's a difference between this one and the carb cleaner that you normally use. So try not to use carb cleaner on the mass airflow sensor, rather use a special airflow sensor cleaner that is designed for it. I think that what happens is that the residue from the carb cleaner can create a problem on the mass airflow sensor. So in my case here, I have a bolt which unfortunately is broken off from the sensor, so it's actually loose there. Now the first thing you need to do is just to remove this the cable, power cable, and then in my case, in your case, what you do is loosen up that bolt there with your Torx spanner or Torx socket at least, and then you just pop him out. He just pulls out. You will pull out like this. There we go, and that's what it looks like. That's your sensor there. Hope you can see it clearly. This one doesn't look too dirty, but you can't really see. So what you want to do is just take your mass airflow sensor cleaner. Let's just put a little, remember, if you've got a hot engine, please do not let this stuff come in direct contact with your exhaust or anything hot on the engine. What you want to do is just give it a good spray inside, and on the top, inside again, and that will clean you out very easily. There we go. That's it. That should be enough. Now all you want to do is let him dry out. We're going to give him a light wipe on the outside. Do not wipe on the inside. Just wipe him on the outside. Give him a few taps to get out any extra residue that's inside. Just tap him and blow him out a bit. Just don't get it in your eyes. If you've got a compressor or something like that, then use that. That will actually work much better. But in this case, my lungs are going to be my compressor. Right, that's it. Guys, now we can just put him back. And if your one is really very bad, if it's really dirty, then I would suggest that you give it a good clean, a couple of squirts with the cleaner itself. And once again, tighten up your bolt over there, and then all we have to do now is just put our cable back on, and that's it. Done. So guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you've benefited and learned something from it. Any comments you have to make or any questions you have to ask, please go ahead. Just just ask your questions in the comments, and I'll respond to them as soon as I can.